After escaping the bondage of Egypt, the Israelites found themselves at the foot of the magnificent Mount Sinai. It was a place of awe and promise. Their leader, Moses, ascended the mountain peak, disappearing into the clouds to receive the laws of the Almighty. But his absence stretched from days into weeks, and down below in the sprawling camp, the people's hearts began to waver. A seed of doubt, planted by impatience, started to grow. The air, once filled with hope, now buzzed with restless murmurs. "Where is this Moses?" they whispered. "He's been gone too long. Did he abandon us in this wilderness?" The crowd's anxiety grew louder, their fear twisting into a desperate demand. They surrounded Aaron, Moses' brother, their faces a mixture of panic and defiance. "We need a God we can see," they cried out. "Make us a God to lead us." Cornered and overwhelmed by the people's clamor, a conflicted Aaron gave in. "Bring me your gold," he commanded, his voice heavy. "Take the earrings from your wives and your children." The people eagerly complied, stripping themselves of their precious jewelry. A fire was kindled, and into the flames went the glittering treasure of a nation. Sparks flew like frantic fireflies as the gold melted into a shimmering, liquid river. Skilled hands worked quickly, pouring the molten metal into a mold. As it cooled, a figure began to take shape. Slowly, it was raised for all to see, a young bull, perfectly formed, gleaming under the desert sun, a golden calf. A hush fell over the crowd, quickly replaced by a thunderous, ecstatic roar. "This is our God," they shouted, their voices echoing off the mountain. "This is the God who brought us out of Egypt." They built an altar before it and began to celebrate, dancing and feasting. Their covenant with the unseen God all but forgotten. Meanwhile, high above the frenzied celebration, Moses stood in the presence of divine glory. These were the 10 Commandments, the foundation of their new life as a free people. They have turned aside quickly from the way I commanded them. With the heavy tablets in his arms and a heavier heart, Moses rushed down the mountain. The sounds of revelry reached him before he saw the source, a confusing mix of singing and shouting. As he broke through the last ridge and entered the camp, the scene before him made his blood run cold. There it was, the golden calf, surrounded by his people, who were bowing down in worship. The music stopped. Time seemed to freeze. Moses' eyes, wide with disbelief, now blazed with a holy fury. The earth itself seemed to tremble at the broken covenant. The people recoiled in terror. The party was over. With righteous power, Moses seized the golden idol. He called them to choose, to decide that very day whom they would follow. The moment of reckoning had come. The cost of their impatience was devastatingly clear. Seeing their remorse, Moses' anger gave way to his shepherd's heart. He turned and began the long climb back up the mountain, this time not to receive the law, but to plead for mercy.